Not exactly. The next one is in the Lord's Manor. And I'm assuming we're gonna get a scene with, I assume it's gonna be a scene with, Elise and Drissel. Actually, oh, there's nothing down there anyway.
Lady Drissel, how much longer until the roads are reopened? At this rate, we won't be able to stay in business much longer.
Please, everyone calm down. The guards have been shaken by all the instability. They've retreated to Fort Gondala and put it on lockdown. I've been trying to reach the military headquarters, but I haven't been able to establish contact yet.
We don't have time to wait. Our losses are already catastrophic. If we don't do something soon, Sherrilton will be doomed.
I'll do something. I promise.
If only Lord Klein were still here.
Stop bullying Drissel! Ellie, Rowan, you're all here.
We couldn't help it over here. Perhaps we can be of some assistance.
No, this is something I need to handle myself. It's my duty as Klein's successor.
Your determination is laudable, but you are slightly mistaken.
Not you too! I know I'm not capable enough, but I still have to try.
We know you're doing your best, milady. We do.
However, this isn't just about business anymore. With the roads shut down, there are people who are struggling merely to survive.
Then it seems our only option is to invade Fort Gondala.
But what about the golems that protect it? I thought they were invincible.
Yes. Within the right spirit climb, a golem's defense power is absolute. However...
In the wrong spirit climb, their defensive power would be diminished.
Correct. And we now know of a way to change a spirit climb ourselves.
So if we use a booster like they did at Fezabel Marsh...
We stand a real chance at victory.
So if we just need a booster, why not use the same one we used at Fezabel Marsh?
I'm afraid it was swept away by the marsh flow.
What about Tipo?
Tipo is a special type. I'm afraid we couldn't use him for this.
We'll need to find a different booster.
I'm so sorry to have failed you. Wait, Mila, remember when they captured Tipo at Fort Gondala?
That's right. Noctical was conducting booster experiments right there at the fort. There should be plenty of boosters within its confinements.
And if we can get our hands on one, we can take out the golems.
So the key that we need to break into the fort is hidden within the fort itself. Oh dear. We certainly have our work cut out for us.
We'll be going there anyway. This way we kill two birds with one stone.
But I can't expose you all to danger, just for the sake of my city.
You're mistaken again. Your determination should be used precisely for that purpose.
Lady Drissel, each of us has our own role to play. For a governor, it's showing your people the right path, and taking responsibility for those who walk it.
You're right.
Now, Lady Drissel of House Cheryl, we await your order.
Very well. As the new governor, I hereby ask you to retake Fort Gondala, for the good of Sherrilton.
Yes, milady.
Leave it to us!
So that's now two more things that I have to go do on top of all of this, jewel hunting. The vase in the bottom right area. Okay, not that thing. There we go. It's not a vase, it's a lamp. But I will be going and doing all of that stuff just as soon as I collect all of the mysterious jewels. I will head to Xillia again, I will head to Fort Gondala, and we will take care of that side stuff. For now, northwest, I need to head to the northeast section. Because apparently this is the only entrance we can come through. So, where am I going? I guess this way. I hope this is the southeast region right here. Where are we? Central, so we need to head down more. That's right, because we never came here through Fort Gondola, so we couldn't fast travel to that entrance.
Stop!
Southeast region, alright. Head to the lower ground. To the west. I'm trying to read and not get into a battle at the same time. So lower ground to the west, meaning over here. Hole near the there's a hole near the vines. Oh, that it? Indeed it is. Next up is Arklon Quag. Central region, so I think it would be the Fezabel Marsh entrance.
It's difficult to believe this whole area used to be a dry wasteland.
We were taught a great tsunami did this 20 years ago. It was right when the former king of Azul was leading his army into battle against Rashagal. Wait, Rowan, you were a tactician in that battle, weren't you?
Yes, I was. It's hard to believe it's already been so long. This is the place where Princess Carrie died.
Noctigal's sister.
Even he wouldn't dare to defy her. If she was still alive, Rashagal's history would have turned out quite a bit differently.
She must have been a fearsome woman if she could keep Noctigal in check.
Quite the opposite. She was a gentle, easygoing soul. Noctigal was always at his kindest around her, but her gentle demeanor masked an indomitable spirit. The meek had no greater ally than her. She even chose to accompany the army as a medic, so that she could save as many lives as possible.
A princess working as a medic? She must have been one hell of a woman.
Unfortunately, her story did not end happily. Their brothers feared Noctigal would distinguish himself by leading Rashagal to victory, so instead, they revoked his authority to lead the army just before the battle began. In his place, they sent an incompetent buffoon of a general, who squandered every advantage Rashagal had.
Why would they do that?
They must have feared Noctigal more than their own enemies. Just as Rashagal was facing defeat, the tsunami came and forced the remnants of both armies to retreat. But Princess Carrie's unit was among the unlucky ones that were caught in the wave. It was a grave error on my part. Amidst the confusion, I didn't notice that her unit was in the path of danger. If I had given her unit clearer orders, Carrie would still be alive.
Wait a minute. Were you two together?
We were worlds apart in both age and class, but we had pledged our futures to each other. Noctigal was the only one who approved of our union, but that's an old story, and one perhaps best forgotten.
Northwest. Either way, we would have been just about as far away from that as before. Alright, so after all this is done, I will promptly head off to beat the crap out of the rest of the fell beasts, devil's beasts. I think it's the fell beast devil's arms, because I know they're not called the fell arms. I know they're different. They're named differently than the ones in Vesperia. So I know that much. So it must be the fell beasts, devil's arms. It said it's in Ivory's treasure on a rock near a pond to the northeast. That would be up here. Oh! That was easy. Next up is the Royal Hunting Grounds. Shandu entrance. And actually, before we actually head off to find this thing... Damn, I thought it would trigger the cutscene immediately.